Well, I'm having my typical, good afternoon, Hive fans. Randy Ingersoll here. I'm having my typical technological issues here, trying to get my OBS and my YouTube studio working again. So I've got it hopefully up and running. We've got multiple matches going on in board space this afternoon. One we're looking at right now is between Max Shark and Mangusta. This is round one of the 2022 Hive Online World Championship Board Space Open Qualifier. The top 12 finishers in the 6-round Swiss system tournament get invitations to the World Championship playing later in the year. So let's see if we're actually going to work this time. I've got a 2-minute delay. So there's 2 minutes between the time I start streaming and the time you actually see it online to minimize the probability that players can tune in on my live stream and get some beneficial help from it. So right here we've got Mangusta and Max Shark, two good players playing, and we'll get caught up in just a second once I confirm that we are up and going. So let's go back to the beginning and see how this one started. Mangusta playing white, opened with a ladybug. Dimitri playing black, playing as Max Shark, followed with the pillbug. Both mosquitoes come in. Both queens. Max chooses a Z queen formation. And then we see the ants starting to come in with Mangusta playing the pillbug. This is Simon from France is playing as Mangusta. And it looks like I might be up and running. Very good. I think I am up and running. So we're getting white is pinning the black ants and mosquitoes. And Max is just playing a pin replacement to free up black ant number 2. So it looks like I am up and going, and welcome. Randy Ingersoll here, helping you play Hive like a champion. This is the first broadcast of the 2022 Hive Online World Championship year. And we've got Mangusta and Max Shark in game 1. It is a 6-round Swiss system tournament. Each matchup is 2 games, one game each, with each player playing white. Oh, we got a new button up here. Let's see what that button is. See movable pieces. That's interesting. Let's punch on it and see what happens. Interesting. A new feature that Dave Dyer has added here at Board Space. That's one thing we really appreciate Dave Dyer. He's been hosting this website for, let's see, almost 15 years now, over 15 years. The first World Championship was back in 2007, if my memory serves me correctly. I wasn't around back then, but we've had World Championships ever since then. Let me get over here and say something welcoming to people on my YouTube channel. Welcome. And it might take a little while for people to get the notifications because this was somewhat of a last-minute broadcast this afternoon. So let's take a quick look here and see what's going on. We've got both pillbugs are in play. The black queen has 2 defenders, both a pillbug and a mosquito with pillbug powers. Bear with me a second. You see me looking over this direction because I have my main monitor here. The monitor with the game showing is in front of me this direction. And so Max just played, or Mangusta just played the white spider next to the ant. We're going to change the options to use text in game logs. That's what I'm more familiar with, is the text rather than the visual indication. And let's take a quick look here. As you can see, the black ants are pretty much being taken care of. We've got one white ant left to be spawned. The white mosquito has no mosquito power. Hi, Randy. Greetings from Brazil. Oses Palharamus. I believe that might be Louise. Is that you, Louise? I think he's going to probably answer yes to that. And remember, there's a 2-minute delay. So what I see in my YouTube stream here actually isn't going to occur vocally for two minutes. That 2-minute delay minimizes the probability that players can cheat. We're up to 2 concurrent viewers. Thank you very much, people, for joining me this afternoon. There's been a lot going on in the Hive world. I wish I've been broadcasting more regularly, but we've been very, very busy at work and personally, and I'm getting older and getting more tired as well. So hopefully. Carl Futschlocker. Welcome, Carl. Appreciate you joining. Don't recognize his name before, so he's a new viewer. Appreciate it. And that is Louise. Louise was one of the first opponents back in the year that I won the World Championship. I was frightened to play him because I had never played against him, and he had done very well previously, but I was able to defeat him happily on my way to my World Championship back in 2011. It's hard to believe that was 11 years ago. So Dave Dyer is the host at Board Space, and we really appreciate all the work that he's done. He is constantly implementing things that makes much easier for us in the Hive playing world, or in the game playing other games as well. He's got a lot of games on his website. Well, let's take a quick look here and see what's happening. It is Mangusta's turn. The last play was the black ant pinning the white ant, and the white ant pins the black ant. So Mangusta, that's Simon, is playing for some control. Nobody has brought in a beetle yet. And of course, that, if you're familiar with how Hive, with all 3 expansions, what we call Tournament Hive, how that works is a term that Joe Schultz coined in his book, The Canon of Hive Groundwork. He coined the term qualifying for the win. As long as your opponent has the pill bug, next to the queen, you cannot surround the queen until you've neutralized the pill bug. And Joe coined the term qualifying for the win. So the most common way of doing that is to bring in a beetle or a mosquito with beetle power and climb up and cover either the queen or the pill bug. Neither player has brought in a beetle yet. Okay, Carl is from the Tamanduas team. That's the Spanish word for anteater. So they are out there looking to eat up the opponent's ants. And he mentions the Tamanduas team. That's from the Hive Team Championship. We appreciate the group from Hungary. Lazi and Industus. They worked very hard to get this team championship going, and it's a very interesting concept. 4-player teams match up and with other teams from around the world. And what I've learned is there's a lot of stress on you when you're playing for a team, because it's not just you, but it's your teammates as well. The final round for the championship is going on right now. I have a match scheduled for a Saturday afternoon in my team competition there. So let's take a look at see what's going on here. I've gotten kind of used to recently broadcasting these live streams when the timing is very quick and there's a lot of action going on. But with the 20-minute plus 30 seconds per move, the matches are going to last a lot longer. So I see Cower 50 is in the lobby, and let's just take a quick look if he's watching this game. And he is. That, I'm guessing, is Carl. So Max does have a mobile ant. Mangusta still has yet to bring in his last ant. So we'll see what Black is intending to do here. This might be a good opportunity to begin bringing in a beetle because White does not have any mobile ants that could immediately pin a beetle if it were brought into the game right now. Okay, that's interesting. Max moved the white mosquito, which frees up the black mosquito, and there's no way that White can stop the black mosquito. And of course, if White does bring in a beetle and spawns it next to here, the black mosquito has ant power and can easily go out and pin and then cover and neutralize that white beetle if it should come in. In the team championship, Max Shark is Dmitry Maximenkov. He plays for the team, the Borscht Beetles, the red Borscht Beetles. And Simon from France plays for the Frogs. Well, I appreciate that. Carl says my stream is much more fun. So he is Cower 50. So let's take a look at some of the options that White has. Of course, if he's going to bring in a grasshopper. That grasshopper has an angle of attack to this spot if the black mosquito should move away. Of course, if the black mosquito should stay there and the white grasshopper jumps over, then the black mosquito would gain grasshopper power as well. So is it time for Max to begin his attack? That would be interesting. With the time limits as set as they are 20 minutes plus 30 seconds, these games, as I mentioned earlier, will last longer. And you can't always rely on both games being played at the same time, like some of the tournaments where the matches go very quickly. So of course, here's an option as well. If black elects to use this ant and pin the mosquito from this point here, would anchor down the white mosquito as well as remove it as possible spawn points, then if the black grasshopper does not jump to here, the black mosquito would still have ant power and could move away. If the white grasshopper does jump to there, then the black mosquito could move to jump using the grasshopper power to there. Interesting. So Max is using his mosquito with pillbug power to move the white mosquito around. That does negate some of the threat placed by the white grasshopper, because if the white grasshopper jumps, it's going to be self-pinning the mosquito. Now, one possibility would be a white spider in this location, because it could go 1, 2, 3 to here. We're up to 8 concurrent viewers. Thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. Make sure you drop me a note. Send a comment to let me know who you are, where you're from, whether you've been here before, and how much Hive experience that you have. One interesting thing about Hive played at Board Space, you have the option of tracking the mice. With the track mice checked, you can actually see where the player's mouse is on their screen. Of course, that gives you the option, if you're playing someone, you can move your mouse around and distract them by making them think that you're looking somewhere else. And unlike chess that has a you touch it, you move it rule, you don't have that rule in Hive. So Adam Shapiro is joining. Haven't watched a Hive stream in a while. Glad to see these are still going. Going to have to bring my pocket Hive on my trip next week. Yes, you are. Take your pocket Hive to the library or the pub. Share Hive with others. I make that comment because I used to play chess a lot, and I watch a chess YouTuber named of Agad Mator, and that's one of his comments is when you're playing chess with your friends down at the library or the bar. That's what's nice about Pocket Hive, is it's smaller and much easier to be carried around. Let's take a look at timing. We don't have an issue right at the moment. As you can see, the player's clock is counting down. Mangusta's at 12.5 minutes left. But each time that you make a move, your opponent gains 30 seconds. And I have to remember about the 2-minute delay, because Adam just responded with that was an interesting move. That was probably the black pillbug moving, I'm sorry, the black mosquito with pillbug power moving the white mosquito again. One potential problem for Max in this position here defensively is the black pillbug. If the black mosquito were to move away, because right now the black mosquito does have pillbug power, but if the black mosquito should move away, leaving only the black pillbug defending the queen, then the options to warp the black queen away are minimal. The white ant comes in, and now the question is, will black pin the ant with the mosquito or with the ant? Of course, what would happen is if the black ant moves away, this becomes a valid spawn point for white here. Again, nobody has brought in any beetles yet. Once the white ant is pinned and no longer mobile, then it will be very easy for Max to begin bringing in beetles to attack. So Adam says he's going to be on a train on my trip to Italy. I'll share it with anyone that's interested. Very good. Introduce some new Hive players on your trip. Well, so we know where you're going, Adam. Where are you coming from? So let's take a quick look. We're going to, and I don't know if you can see it or not. I am wearing my Mind Sports Olympiad from 2020 t-shirt. And the Mind Sports Olympiad online version is going on right now. We had the Classic Hive a week or so ago. May 8th, which is a Sunday, is going to be the Tournament Hive. I will be broadcasting that, live streaming that on both my channel and also on the Mind Sports Olympiad channel. I am looking for a second person to broadcast with me. So if you'd like to join me on that broadcast, you can send me an email. You can contact me on Discord or text or instant message me on Board Game Arena or send me an email. My email is rmingersol@gmail.com. And I play under the name R. Ingersoll, or commonly referred to as Ringersol, on both Board Game Arena and Board Space. So Max, no doubt, is considering his options. I think the two most likely ones are both related to pinning this white ant. And I would think that he's probably going to use the mosquito to pin the ant. Because if he uses this ant, then that would be leaving this as a spawn point. Welcome, Andres. We appreciate you joining. He has been a regular on my live streams. Glad to have you back. Glad to be back live streaming. Hopefully we'll be live streaming on a regular basis since the World Championship Tournament qualifier is underway. Each round of the World Championship qualifier lasts about 10 days with 6 rounds. We're talking about 2 months of the qualifier, 6 rounds of a Swiss system tournament. We're up to 10 viewers. Appreciate you all joining. Make sure that you drop me a note. Let me know who you are, where you're from. So Adam is from Los Angeles. Very nice to see you. Are you a Dodger fan? I've been a Dodger fan since I was a little kid. Long time, back in the Sandy Koufax, Don Drysdale, Maury Wills area. Lewis from Brazil is on his cell phone, so he's having problems when he's trying to type on those little numbers. And so rather than attacking with a beetle, it looks like Max brought in a defending beetle. Now that is interesting. Because if the white ant should pin the beetle, then the black mosquito can jump right to there and gain beetle power. So let's see how Simon reacts here. Okay. And again, this is one of those things you can fake your opponent out by moving bugs around and not actually planning on playing them. But he does. He moves the ant to there, which blocks in the black mosquito, so it only can be warped away by the black pill bug. It can go to there and gain beetle power, or it can go to there, which would also have the additional advantage of freeing up this ant. Of course, the other thing the white ant move did was gave ant power to the white mosquito. And this is one of those other interesting little nuances when playing with the mosquito. Imagine for a minute that Max decides to warp the mosquito to this point here, giving the mosquito beetle power from the beetle. And then Simon swings out with the mosquito. Oh, actually interesting that he can't, because the mosquito would be pinned. In my book, Play Hive Like a Champion, I call it a faux beetle conversion. Because if the mosquito were here and the white ant were adjacent this black beetle, the white mosquito could climb up onto the black beetle, and then the white mosquito would not be able to get beetle power from it. But Max elects to directly attack with the beetle. Now there's no way that Simon can stop the beetle from climbing up. So the question will be, will he continue the attack or defend? Possibilities of defense: if the white mosquito were to move to this spot, then if the black beetle moves forward, the white mosquito could pin it. If the black beetle doesn't move forward, then the white ladybug could jump out, leaving the black beetle pinned. So let's see what's going on here. What's he going to do? I doubt very seriously if Max would consider moving the queen away. I'm thinking that beetle is headed off to the attack. I've got Discord up on my iPad here. I also have Discord up on my old laptop back there, which keeps turning itself off for inactivity. So is Simon, okay, Simon is just moving around to pin the, nope, maybe not. So let's see, are there any other possibilities? I doubt very seriously if Max is going to be moving the Black Queen away from his pillbug. I think the goal here is to move up with the beetle to this spot. Of course, that would be interesting as well, because that would open up a spot where the Black Queen could be warped as well. Yep, I think you have to be very careful about that initial pin spot there. The danger here from on white side is if when the beetle moves up, then this mosquito could be warped to there and immediately gain beetle power as well. So a few minutes ago, Max had no bugs in attacking position, but it looks like here momentarily he's going to have both a beetle and a mosquito. And right currently, as long as the black mosquito sits where it is, it has ant power and could swing out and pin any white beetle that comes in. And of course, black could also use the spider to pin the white ant, and all 3 white ants would, in fact, all 6 ants would be fairly well immobilized right now, although if the black mosquito were to get warped to that spot here, this black ant would be free. We're down to Mangusta 6.5 minutes, Max at 7 3/4 and counting. We've been approaching 40 minutes playing this game. First game of round 1 of the 2022 Hive Online World Championship Qualifier, commonly referred to as the Board Space Open, or BS Open. Let me just check something over here, Mike. Are you all seeing any streaming problems with my video or my audio? If you are, please drop me a note and let me know. And so that's what Max did, was immobilize the final white ant. Now the question will be, will white be able to attack The white ladybug queen pillbug is a very common formation. It's what is referred to as an anti-spawn formation, because when the black beetle covers the white queen, you do not have any direct drop spots because the two bugs adjacent the white queen. So the question, okay, Max is going to go ahead and attack with the beetle. And now Simon begins his attack. Interesting. The black queen is just moving away. A spot for that second beetle. If the white beetle moves forward, can get immediately covered. If wanted, the black pill bug can warp the black beetle into another attacking spot and then follow that up by covering the white queen. If the white spider comes in threatening to pin the black beetle just immediately gets warped to this spot. And with no ants available, the black queen could just go on a long march, getting out to the end of the hive. This shouldn't take very long, which, okay, well, he hasn't played it yet. I don't think Max is concerned about the beetle and the mosquito underneath it because both of them are fairly slow moving. The black queen could just continue to move away from them. And of course, if a white beetle gets placed here, it is theoretically possible the black spider could pin it. But I am going to guess that the black beetle is now going to warp into position. No, he covered the beetle instead. Interesting. That surprised me. We have what I refer to as an Oreo stack, black, white, black here. And interestingly, the white beetle is defending against the black beetle because if the black beetle moves, the white beetle can immediately cover it. Well, let's look at another option here. What if the white grasshopper jumps to here? That would give grasshopper ability to the mosquito, and the white mosquito could jump to there. I think, yep, the black queen just continues its march. Now if we do a bug count, white has 4 bugs in reserve. I don't think white's going to be able to come up with the 5 bugs needed to surround the black queen. So the black queen is not in danger. Let's see. Although white does have the defending ladybug. Yep, the black queen moves on out. If the white spider moves to there, the black queen just moves out, and it's got both the two bugs pinned. So I'm going to predict that Max is going to move the queen out, pinning the spider. Yep. And even if the white beetle comes in, climbs up and covers the black queen, white does not have enough bugs to execute the victory. So I think this is just a matter of time here before Max begins his attack, and it's going to be unstoppable. Because Max has 5 bugs in reserve, plus the beetle atop the hive. So I don't think that Max is going to be concerned about this. He can let the beetle climb up. Even if the beetle should cover the black queen, both grasshoppers get direct drops. That's only 4 bugs. This grasshopper, almost impossible to get into attacking position. If the mosquito or the beetle move, they immediately get covered because they're part of the Oreo stack. So this will be a good lesson for beginning Hive players, because Max has done a very good job of moving his queen away, keeping the white bug count down to such that there's no way that white can win. Now the plan will be, will black be able to execute the victory, and how he'll be able to do that. Because many beginning Hive players don't have the skills in an in-game situation to be able to come up with a plan that works. And so if we were looking at this, if I were looking at long term, I would say black beetle going out and covering the pill bug to neutralize the pill bug. Then you have to be very careful the order that you place your attacking bugs. You don't want to attack with this bug as long as this white ant can move out. But if you can attack here first, allowing this ant to move, keeping the white ant pinned, then you could attack to here and to here. And so, yep, the black beetle is just going to go ahead and move out. Not worrying. I mean, if the white beetle moves forward, not a big deal at all. The black beetle covers the pill bug. Now, what's probably going to happen, let's see, if you put a spider here, 1, 2, nope. You could do ladybug first, then spider. The spider could go 1, 2, 3 to take this spot. The ladybug could go 1, 2 and take that spot, freeing the ant, which then the ant could come up. Oh, you'd have this spot would have to be filled as well. So it's going to be a little bit trickier than expected because of the defending ladybug, but black still should have enough grasshoppers in play. All three grasshoppers in reserve. So the white beetle can go ahead and cover the queen and do the 2 direct drops, but there's not enough white beetle, not enough white bugs available. So it'll be interesting to see what order Max plays the attacking bugs. I would predict first to here, second to there, third to there, and then taking the kill shot to there. Interesting. White is hoping to get the ring formed and free in the white ant. Yep, the grasshopper to here. So if that white ant goes to there, the black ant can just shift the pin on the white ant. Now what's interesting is we've got to get a bug with a line of attack to this spot. Yep, not an issue. Black does not have a bug with a line of attack to take the kill shot, so the black ant just swings out, keeping the pin on the white ant. Then a black grasshopper comes in here. Interesting, white is fighting defensively to keep black from coming up with a way of getting into that final spot. So game one is going to go to Max. I wonder if they'll play a game two today or reschedule for a different time. We can go check to see the results of the other games as well. The other thing that grasshopper move into there did was free the black ant as well. So if white doesn't do something, the black ant will be able to be free. So Max will probably shift the pin out onto the white ant, keeping the white ant immobilized. Now that's an interesting situation there as well, because now with the white grasshopper jumping out to here, the black grasshopper jumps in. Okay, if the black grasshopper jumps in, then the black pill bug can warp a bug into the space vacated by the white ladybug. A little bit of a miscalculation on white's part, allowing the grasshoppers to be controlled by the black pill bug, because now the white ladybug must move, and wherever the ladybug moves, then black will warp in one of the grasshoppers to there, and then the beetle will take the kill shot. Yep, good game, Max. Congratulations on winning the first game of round one, the 2022 Hive Online World Championship Board Space Open Qualifier. And I appreciate everybody joining me today this afternoon. We'll see if there's going to be a second game played today or not. I'm going to go take a quick look at the lobby and see if there's anybody else going on. Yes, there's game going on in room 2. Open the chat window, see if they're going to be playing a second game or not. So Max quit the room, so we're going to close this room down. Let's see if we can open game room 2. Take a quick look at this. Is Sirsabi, Chabi, and Greyho. Okay, Mangusta says he won't make it tonight, so they're going to just play the one game, it looks like. So let's take a quick look here. Does white have... Interesting. It's not going to be that easy. Oh, white's got grasshoppers in reserve, so. White has to figure out a way to get a bug to either one of those two spots. So let's see what's underneath. There's a ladybug and a mosquito. So let's see how if we can. Okay, the black mosquito is next to the white pill bug. So if the white beetle moves forward, the black pill bug would have both beetle power and pill bug. A black mosquito would have both beetle power and pill bug power. A lesson can be learned here is losing with your pill bug in reserve is never a good thing. Yep, a white ladybug to a white grasshopper to here, jumping to there would free the beetle. Although the white pill bug is completely surrounded, so it doesn't have the ability to warp out the white queen. So this is not as cut and dried as it might seem. No, it isn't. It's not quite as cut and dried. So let's see. Back to the ladybug is underneath there. I'm going to try something. If I turn on show grid, no, it does not show what's underneath. Okay, I didn't think it did. And I don't know if you're familiar with it or not here on Board Space. If you click the option show grid, it'll actually show you what these bugs are: white mosquito 1, black queen, etc. Now that is interesting because that gives a direct drop spot to a grasshopper there. No, black is going to, oh. Yep. If black plays that, it's over because the white ant can immediately take the setup shot and nothing can stop the white is one tempo ahead. And I don't know that there's any way, because white drops a grasshopper to here. And nothing can stop that grasshopper from going to there. Nice plan by White. And White wins by 1 tempo. That Grasshopper switching immediately from defense to attack. Yep, this one's over as well. So it's been a good afternoon here at Hive Central 2022 Hive Online World Championship Qualifier. We had 3 matches going on today. We'll see how the results of the other 2. Mangusta and Max Shark played 1 game this afternoon. Max Shark won. We'll see how these other 2 matches turned out as well. Yep, 1 tempo behind. White Grasshopper jumps over. One tempo is all it takes. Good job. I'll have to talk to Lazi and see if he tells me how to pronounce this Hungarian nom de jeu. So let's see if we can. Thank you for the game. So that must have played both of them. Let's see if we can get a review room open here and see if it pops up onto the screen. It does. So Sersabi won both games. Let's take a look at Bendoff and Christoph. Bendoff won the first one. Christoph won the second one. So they were a draw. So that's it for today, folks. I appreciate you all joining me. As always, I'm here helping you play Hive like a champion. Welcome to my live stream. And I'll be live streaming regularly during the tournament season. And hopefully we'll be getting back into the routine of posting Hive Lexicon, short Hive Lexicon videos, game replays, and Hive news. So until next time, this is Randy Ingersoll helping you play Hive like a champion, signing off till next time.